Okay, I'd like to cover a point about how to copy and paste your pendulum swing drawings so you get a complete cycle, complete swing from right to left and back to the right, um, or vice versa. So you can see I've got the pendulum drawings here. I'm using a student's pendulum, rough pendulum swing here, which looks fine. This is good. Um, this can be, cleaned up a little bit, but for the purposes of a rough test, this looks good. So you notice I've got the light table on, so hopefully you all know about the light table and how that works, also called onion skinning, so that you can actually see all the drawings superimposed with one another, and you can see how the spacing is working. This is a good way to be able to check your spacing, and obviously when you're in betweening you need to use the light table. So just in case you don't know where that is, it's over here. You click that on or off to bring it on, and then if you are in the drawing mode and you have the light table on and you use this one right here, this lets you set the opacity and adjust the settings a little bit on the light table depending on how you want it. And then this plus and minus here will add how many drawings you want to be seen. You can also adjust that by dragging this little blue thing here. I'm going to limit the frame range now so it's only showing me a few drawings before and after. But if I drag this out so it covers the whole range of frames, you can see how now it shows all of the frames. Let me pull this back. There. So it shows all the frames as I'm scrubbing back and forth to check the spacing. Alright, I'm going to turn that off for now, and let's go and look at the XSheet. So you've got this pendulum swing, starts at drawing 1 over here to the left, and it swings to the right at drawing 17. Now, because the drawings, really the spacing is exactly the same going forward and back, you can just repeat these drawings. The problem is if you select them all, so I'm going to select them all by holding down the Shift key. So I selected them all. If you just do a copy and paste, if I just copy them and paste them in here, what happens is it repeats the same drawings, so it's going to jump. So let me back up. What I want to do in this case is I want to select them and then copy, and this would be with a keyboard shortcut, Command C if you're on Mac, and if you're on Windows, Control C. So it's just standard copy and paste. Control C is copy, Control V is paste. Or on Mac, it's Command C for copy, Command V for paste. And I'm going to copy these cells from the XSheet, but I'm actually not going to copy them all, okay? Because if I copy them all, then I'm going to get a repeat of 1 and 17, the two extremes. And I don't want that. I just want the drawings in between. So I'm going to only select 2 through 16. So the two extremes, 1 and 17, I'm not going to copy. So I copy cells from the XSheet. Now I go to the frame after 17, here at frame 18. Now I'm going to right click again on the XSheet, and this time instead of pasting the cells just straightforward, I'm going to choose this option of paste reverse. So you see how that reversed the cells, or reversed the drawings. So now it goes 16, 15, 14, 13 all the way back to 2, and then it's going to start over at 1. So now I've got a cycle. So I've got one complete cycle. So it goes for 32 frames. So if I set this to 32, so it stops at 32, and I play it back, I need to actually be in camera mode. Okay, I'm going to set this to loop, and I'm going to play it back. So now you see I'm getting a complete cycle. It swings one way and then swings back the other way. So now you could export it at this point just like this. I mean, this would work, but it would only swing twice. It would swing once over to the right and swing once back over to the left. So what you want to do is, now that you've got the cycle copied and pasted, select all of the drawings now. So this is the complete cycle. Now copy them, and now go to the frame after it ends, and now do paste. And you can do this several times. I would do it maybe 6 or 7 times, so that you've got a nice repeating action. So now it's 160 frames. I've pasted it up to frame 160. So now I'll set it at 160. And now when I play back, it repeats many times. So now when you export this to a movie, just the standard export, you'll have a 160 frame movie. It'll repeat, several times, so that you can really see the action of the swinging cycle. So anyway, I just thought I should try to clarify that for you, because it wasn't made clear in the module, and it really should have been, because I think it was sort of in the module, the instructor's assuming you've already read all the tutorials and you've looked at the video tutorials and you're familiar with how this works, but I'm not sure if everybody really was familiar with it. So I just wanted to make this tutorial to be sure that you were clear on how you can copy and paste the drawings to make a repeat cycle. Okay, I hope this was helpful.